poppin' mother truckers, I'm becoming attraction, and we back at it like a crack addict with another 2K video. And today the New York Knicks have made another terrible decision, so we're gonna take advantage of that. We're going to see if Jalen Brunson can save the New York Knicks franchise. So a lot has been going on during NBA free agency. It's been pretty wild. But of course, the Knicks had to be idiots and sign another mediocre player to a very, very large deal. Don't get me wrong, Jalen Brunson played well in the playoffs. But the truth of the matter is, he's only 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's still not even the highest rated player on the Knicks team. Do you think Brunson's going to save this franchise? Well, then I think you're an idiot. The projected starting five is going to be Jalen Brunson, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. And in an Eastern Conference that as of right now, as the Boston Celtics with Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and they just added freaking Malcolm Brogdon. You got the Atlanta Hawks who now have Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. You have the Miami Heat with Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and they're probably going to add Donovan Mitchell. Long story short, I just don't see how the Knicks stand a chance, even if they have Jalen Brunson running the PG. Well, let's see if they can win a championship in this sim. They currently still come in 22nd in the power rankings, and these rosters are extremely accurate. At the number 1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. We got Chet Holmgren added to the game. Zion weighs 1,000,000 pounds, so I think it's pretty accurate. The clock has officially started on Jalen Brunson's time in New York. In the first season, and Jalen Brunson is not on the All-Star team. Julius Randle made it though, making himself known as the best player on the team. That's being shown in the points per game. He's currently averaging 21 points and 9 rebounds. RJ Barrett's averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Emmanuel quickly averaging 13. Jalen Brunson, who the Knicks just paid $104 million, is only averaging 12 points a game. I don't think that's how they expected this to go. And they're doing pretty shit in the Eastern Conference too. They currently come in at 11th with a record of 27-32. I don't think they're winning shit this season. Okay, we're at the end of the year. Jokic wins MVP, averaging 26, 13, and 9. Oh my goodness. Chet Holmgren wins Rookie of the Year. Okay, averaging 19 points and 8 rebounds a game. Pretty cool to see these projections. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man of the year for the Mavs. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey wins Most Improved. All-NBA first team has a lot of familiar faces on it. It's cool to see that LaMelo made it. The second team, Trae Young, Steph Curry, Sabonis, Townsend, Embiid. Third team, no one that we really care. Wow, actually, Chet Holmgren made All-NBA third team as a rookie. That's really impressive. We're here for the Knicks franchise, though. And boy, oh boy, do they fucking suck. Out of 15 possible teams in the Eastern Conference, they finished 14th with a record of 30-52. Obviously, that's nowhere near the playoffs. Let's go in here and see what Jalen Brunson averaged, dude. I'm telling you guys, if they expect Jalen Brunson to be the franchise savior, they're gonna shit themselves pretty quickly. He only averaged 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. You try to say that he's going to play the true point guard position, but when you're only averaging 5 assists a game, that doesn't quite reflect that. I mean, look at this. Julius Randle averaged 4.9. You think he's anywhere close to the PG Jalen Brunson is? I mean, in terms of the league's leaders in assists, he's all the way down at 41st behind guys like Kevin Porter and Pascal Siakam. I mean, that's just not going to get it done. Hence why they finished 14th and 24th overall. I'm just going to simulate the playoffs, and we're going to see who's going to win the title. Okay, so they're saying the 76ers are going to end up getting it done. Joel Embiid wins Finals MVP, averaging 28 points a game and 14 rebounds. In the finals, I would love to see something like that happen. Now we're going to enter into the next season, and the clock is still ticking on Jalen Brunson's time in New York. We'll be interested to see if they make any signings in free agency or any trades. They didn't. Actually, the roster got way worse. RJ Barrett's not even on the team anymore. He went to the Indiana Pacers. So now Jalen Brunson is now their highest rated overall player at only an 84 overall. Teams usually don't win championships like that. They're players that have a little bit of potential for the future. Probably Emmanuel Quickly and Cam Reddish. Maybe Obi Toppin, but probably not. In this season's power rankings, they're coming in, whoa, way down the list. Oh man, this is not good for the Knicks. 27th in the entire league. Let's simulate this season and see how all this shit goes. Just so you guys know, my problem is not with Jalen Brunson. My problem is just with the fact that the Knicks think that he is a franchise carrier. I love Jalen Brunson, but at best, he's probably a great 3 on a team. We saw what he was as a 2 this year with Luka Doncic. It just wasn't enough. And I mean, once again, right here, we see the only good player on the New York Knicks. He still did not make the All-Star team. I mean, when's the last time a team without an NBA All-Star won the NBA title? Guys, we have 1 game left in the season. Honestly, the Knicks were doing mediocre almost in the play-in game, but then they decided to go in and lose 13 games in a row at the end of the season. That made them finish at 13th in the Eastern Conference. Technically, that's 1 better than the year before. Anyway, Jason Tatum wins MVP. Davion Mitchell wins 6th man of the year. Good to see his development. Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets 2K's tripping on that one, wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Michael Porter Jr. finally showing some promises. He won Most Improved Player, averaging 21 and 9. Still, obviously, none of our New York Knicks on any of the All-NBA teams. This is cool, though. Scotty Barnes on All-NBA second team. Let's see if anything else. Okay, Chet Holmgren still on All-NBA third team. The Knicks were nowhere near the playoffs, though. Let's see what their record was. They finished with a record of 34 and 48. Oh, my Lord. Be shocked that Jalen Brunson even averaged 15 points a game. I don't know. He's up to an 85 overall. Let's see what he averaged this year, though. Yeah, only 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. assists. Doesn't quite sound like $100 million to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's getting absolutely no help. Actually, I beg to differ. Yeah, he is. Julius Randle's averaging 19 points a game. Emmanuel Quickly 17. So he's not even the leading scorer on the team. He's definitely getting help. He's just playing not very good. Anyways, though, another year send another year without the Knicks in the playoffs. Let's see who's going to win this NBA championship right here. Okay. It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks. That's interesting. Trae Young wins Finals MVP, averaging 27 points and 11 assists. In the playoffs, DeJounte Murray averaged 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's probably allowing Trae Young to actually play off the ball, which is why you're seeing his scoring average go so high. But he's still averaging 11 assists, so he's just doing it all. But anyways, that season's over, and the clock is still ticking on Jalen Brunson's time in New York. Jalen Brunson officially only has 2 years left on his contract, and he's starting to plateau as he's 28 years old and staying at only an 84 overall. Emmanuel quickly climbing up to an 84 overall, though hopefully he helps this year. Maybe they can make the playoffs. As a whole, though, the roster did not get much better. Dwight Gaines, though, a created player who has a fucking porn mustache. He should fit right into New York. Preseason power rankings are in, and the Knicks are still miserable, down all the way down at 26. League's looking a little different now. LeBron retired the Lakers have Pascal Siakam and Anthony Davis. Paolo Banchero up to an 89 overall. Don Cox, the highest rated player in the league, at a 98. Nikola Jokic is on the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, he fits that franchise really well. It's a good fit. All that to say, I'd be shocked if the New York Knicks even made the playoffs again this year. But let's go ahead and get to simulating in year 3 of Jalen Brunson's countdown. Another All-Star weekend, another year without Jalen Brunson, the $100 million man. So far, it looks like this is going to go down as one of the worst contracts in New York Knicks history. At the end of the season, Luka wins MVP, averaging 34, 9, and 9. Gerald Neal, Rookie of the Year. Patrick Williams, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis still winning Defensive Player of the Years. And we got a bunch of created players winning a lot of awards now. LaMelo Ball and Scotty Barnes are on All-NBA first team together. It's pretty cool to see those guys growing up. John Moran on second team. Chet Holmgren moving up to second team at a 90 overall. Cade Cunningham on the third team. Paolo Banchero also on the third team at a 90 overall. Once again, though, it was a rough year for the New York Knicks franchise. They finished only 12th in the Eastern Conference with a record of 35 and 47. Somehow that's actually a game better than last year's, if that lets you know anything. I went ahead and sorted by points per game, and man, they're just not scoring enough points. They're only scoring about 111 points a game. That's 10th in the East. Their point per game differential actually isn't that bad, though. They're only losing games by about 4 points a game. These are in some close ones. They just can't get it done. This year, Jalen Brunson only averaged 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. God, that is a just really, really bad contract. Emmanuel quickly actually becoming that star player emerging, though. 21 points a game, 6 assists. Julius Randle starting to get old, man. He's 30 years old in his 11th year. He's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. You just can't rely on him to be your best player. It's starting to look really bad for this New York Knicks team, man. Once again, another year in the playoffs without the New York Knicks. In this simulation, we're going to see who wins the title this year, and it is going to be the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum wins Finals MVP, averaging 22, 6, and 6, and they end up getting revenge on the Golden State Warriors from this season. But now we are entering into the final offseason on Jalen Brunson's 4-year contract, and time is officially almost out. We are in the last year of Jalen Brunson's contract. He is now 29 years of age, and things aren't getting much better for the New York Knicks. Once again, their best player, Emmanuel, quickly leaves them for the Utah Jazz. Jalen Brunson is still the best player on our squad at an 85 overall. Julius Randle an 83. Now we got created players who are showing up. Oh my goodness, this is bad news. Hey, at least we're tied for first in the Eastern Conference. I mean, we haven't played a single fucking game yet. It's got to be worth something, right? This year's power rankings, let's see where we come in at. All the way near the bottom once again. Okay, 28. So we're seriously getting worse every year. Let's simulate the rest of the season, though, and see how it goes, man. It's the last year in this contract. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, most importantly, turn on post notifications. But yeah, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers on the channel. It's pretty freaking nuts, dude. It means the world to me. I can't believe that we came this far as a community, dude. Oh my god, it means the world to me. Let's get this video to 200 likes, so let's get back into it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Brunson does not make the All-Star team, but Josh Giddey did. But oh my god, in Jalen Brunson's last year, we finally have some good news. It is my honor to let all of you know that the New York Knicks made the playoffs as the 6th seed. JB did it. He led the Knicks to a record of 46 and 36. We're over 500 for the first time, thank god. We were led by this motherfucker with the porn stash, Dwight Gaines. He averaged 21 points a game. Julius Randle averaged 21. And Jalen Brunson probably had his best overall season, averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists, shooting 46% from the field. Man, let's go, dude. Thank God for porn. In the first round, we'll be taking on the Toronto Raptors. They got Fred VanVleet, Desmond Bane, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Precious Achiuwa, and D'Angelo Russell as their 6th man. Scotty Barnes is leading them in scoring with 22 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's turned into a superstar. Our pipsqueaks probably aren't going to be able to hang with them in this series. Let's go ahead and simulate it game by game and see how it goes, though. We're going to keep out hope. The first game's going to go to Toronto. The second game's going to go to Toronto. And oh my god, we actually won a game. In the game we won, the motherfucker with the porn stash had 44 points on 16 for 18 shooting. Oh my god, Jalen Brunson had 14 points and 11 assists. He had a double-double. Oh my goodness, 132 points. I didn't even know that was possible for us. Here we go though, simulating the next game, and oh my god, we're down 3-1. Let's go in here and watch this potential closeout game and what could be the final game of this simulation. Oh my lord, Jalen Brunson, please come up with something. In Toronto too, and man, if the Toronto Raptors could make free agency moves and trades like this in real life, they're gonna have some serious potential. Jalen Brunson has the ball, 5 seconds running on the shot clock, pass it to Julius Randle, who shoots and misses a 3. That is extremely accurate to real life, actually. Jalen Brunson once again has the ball deep in the shot clock. He's going to drive in. A beautiful pass to Julius Randle right there. Oh my goodness, that was gorgeous. Let's simulate this a little bit. Well, guys, it breaks my heart to say this, but we're down fucking 40 points with 30 seconds to go. Jalen Brunson driving in, shooting a pull-up jumper, and he clanks that shit off the rim. I can see why we're down 40. Jalen Brunson finished the game with only 11 points on 5 for 15 from the field. New York Knicks have been eliminated, and they fucking deserve it, too. The Raptors actually go on to win the title, so that makes me feel a little better. Scottie Barnes wins MVP, averaging 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. And that answers our question about Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. He cannot save the franchise. In fact, he's already gone. He signed a 1-year, $6 million deal with the fucking Golden State Warriors. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, most importantly, turn on post notifications. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm becoming attraction.